Thank you so much for joining in for today's workshop on moving to AccessAlly Offerings. I am so excited you're here. This workshop has been requested several times from our clients that have been using AccessAlly for many years, kind of like me since 2014. We've had different ways that content's been added to an AccessAlly site over the years. So you may have added your pages from scratch and applied tags to those. You may have used the course wizard in the past where you created standalone or stage-released courses, and now into AccessAlly Offerings where everything for your course or membership is in one place. So moving to AccessAlly Offerings is really nice for exactly that reason. Because if you have members of a team that work with you or for you, everything that anyone needs for that offering is contained in one location. So the content of the offerings, the pages, the forms, the settings, including the menu that's being used and where someone goes if they don't have access, and the icons themselves, all the way into permissions, the tags that you might be using with your CRM automations for your course or membership. Everything is housed in one central place when you use AccessAlly Offerings. Now we are going to take a look at the course that was built outside of AccessAlly that we're going to use as our example for today's workshop. So here we are on my demo site, and I have Amazing Challenge, which was built inside an offering with all the pieces, and I have Really Amazing Course, which was built outside of AccessAlly Offerings. So I'm going to move this one into an offering today. Here inside Really Amazing Course, this is a setup with a welcome page and 4 modules. Each module has progress tracking. There's a video and a checklist on each of those pages. And the goal is to put this all together in one AccessAlly offering. Now let's break down the parts of this existing course to make sure that we don't miss anything when we move it into an AccessAlly offering. What I've done is I've created a cheat sheet of everything that's inside my course. And what I did was I thought about this in terms of how offerings work in AccessAlly. So for this part, if you haven't used offerings yet, it's a great idea to let's do a review, and I'll show you all the parts. So what I did was inside this challenge, I used this as the guide for moving everything in my course into an offering. So I've got content, and I'll have a public sales page, which is already existing for this course. I will have a challenge that gets added as an additional offering. So this is a bonus that someone gets when they buy the course. And then I have each page, the base page and the 4 modules, along with how those will be dripped out. So what I did was I took the content tab settings and made a page. I've got my link to my sales page right here, so I know exactly where it is. I've got the name of the additional offering that will be added as a free bonus. And I went through my actual course content and I noted each page. You may or may not have an official welcome page for your course. So in AccessAlly, we call the welcome page the base page. It's the first page of a course. And you may or may not have one of these right now. It's totally okay either way. This page we will talk about again in just a minute. But what I did was for each page, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, I jotted down the link to the page and the page ID number. So the page ID number helps you find a page really quick inside your AccessAlly site. So if I'm here on the first page of my course and I hit Edit Page, I can find the page ID number right up here across the top inside the browser window. So then next, we're going to look at the next tab inside an AccessAlly offering, which is the Forms tab. And inside the Forms tab, the things that you can move over right now from an existing offering would be paid access forms. So if you have order forms you've already created, you can bring those into an offering. And you can also bring toggles into an offering, and coupons and discounts. So here inside my form, once again, I went ahead and put the paid access form, which is the order form for this course. So right here, this is my order form, and it's built in AccessAlly, but it's not inside an offering right now. So you'll see that there's a number for this order form as well as a page number too. So the page number, same that we just talked about, you find it in your browser window by hitting Edit Page. But for the order form number, this is the order form ID number, you can go to Sales. Once you're in Sales, you're going to click Order Form Setup, and you're going to look for your order form. Once you find your order form, you'll see the number attached to it. If you have multiples, you can outline each one and bring them all into your AccessAlly offering. For this particular course, I don't have any toggles, but when we get to that spot inside the offering, I'll show you how to bring in an existing toggle. Coupons and discounts are up next. So for coupons and discounts, I do have a coupon for my really amazing course. To find your coupon, you'll go to your dashboard of your site. You'll scroll down until you see AccessAlly and you'll click on Sales. Once you click on Sales, you're going to scroll down until you see Promo Setup and give it a click. And you'll see the number and the name of your coupon codes that are associated with your course right there. Now it's time to talk about the Settings tab as our guide, and here we have our settings. Choose the redirect. When someone doesn't have access, you're going to send them to the page to see your sales page or to purchase from your order form. You'll also see your icons associated with that course and also the menu area as well. The sales page redirect that takes someone to the sales page that will be part of this offering. And I've added in my icons when they have access to my course, when they do not yet have access, and when they've completed the course. And then I've also added my WordPress menu. So to find the WordPress menu that your course is currently using, you're going to go to your site and you're going to look inside the dashboard under Appearance and Menus. And if you click on the list of menus here, you can find the menu that you created for your course. Now it's time to cover the last tab inside an offering. That's the Permissions tab. The Permissions tab holds all of the tags that go with the offering. No matter what tags you currently have, you can still use your existing tags, but you want to match them up and create tags that you don't yet have that you may need when you move things to your offering. So what we're going to do is look down our checklist for each page and make sure that it has a tag. And we're going to match that tag up to where it would fall in the Permissions tag section. So we're going to cover each one of these one by one. Every course or membership has a similar tagging structure inside offerings. So you may see the tags worded differently. There could be underscores between the words, but each tag serves a really important purpose. So by looking at your pages, you'll know which tags you're using. So first we're going to start with our base access tag. The base access tag is found on the base or welcome page of a course inside AccessAlly. So if you have this tag, it'll be on the first page or multiple pages in a course. It'll be the same tag on all those pages, base access. So if you have this tag currently in use on your pages, what you're going to do is you're going to come to your checklist and you're going to put that tag under the basic access tag section. So how do you find the tag if you're not sure? And is there a quick way to find all of your tags? So inside AccessAlly, there is a newer feature that shows you all the tags used on your site. If you go to your AccessAlly site, you'll go to AccessAlly and then you will click on Settings. Once you're in Settings, you're going to click on Tags. And if you follow a naming convention, so for example, I call all of mine Really Amazing tags in this course, I will see all of the ones that I have for this course right here. But if you use a different naming convention, you can type in whatever naming convention and you can find the tags. This is going to be helpful because not all existing courses have all tags needed. So we want to make sure that as we're moving through the process that you've got everything you need inside that offering. So as you're looking through the pages, you're going to start with the base access tag. Do you have that tag? If you have that tag, is it being used on any pages? And you're going to go ahead and put it on your list. So you'll do basic access and this is the tag. Next tag is an instant access tag. This tag was only created inside courses in the Course Wizard that were called stage released courses or inside offerings. So you may not have this tag at all right now. If you don't have it, it's okay. We'll make a new one. The instant access tag allows you to give instant access to all the pages inside an offering. And once we make your offering inside AccessAlly, it's going to use this tag. So we want to make sure we've got it set up and ready if we need it. So in order to grab this tag, you can see it in action on the base page and every page of a drip release course. So if you have a drip release course, you'll see this automatically. It'll say instant access. So if your pages have that, you can go ahead and copy that tag and place it right inside your list. If you do not have that tag, remember, you can go right into your AccessAlly settings and click on tags and then click new tag and you can make one. And once you make it, go ahead and hit add tag. That way it'll appear in your list of tags. The next tag we're going to look at is the revoke access tag. So the revoke access tag removes access to content for payment failures, for example, or also for someone who requests a refund. So this will be used on all of the pages inside your offering. So you can see this by clicking on Edit Page. In any offering that you have from the past, you may see Revoke Access. You may also see PAYF here as well. So in the past, we had a payment failure tag that was added to pages as well. Using the Revoke Access tag is much cleaner. It'll go ahead and revoke access without multiple different tags. So you can go ahead and add your Revoke Access tag to your list. You'll just copy your tag and go ahead and paste it into your list so that way you'll know which tag is being used for your Revoke Access. The next tag is the Purchase Success tag. This tag was made so that you would know when somebody purchased something on an AccessAlly order form. So the Purchase Success tag is the first tag that was used in an automation for a CRM system where somebody makes a purchase on an AccessAlly order form, they get this tag, and then they get the content in your CRM. So you'll look for your Purchase Success tag in the same way. You'll go to your AccessAlly settings, look at tags, type in the naming convention for your course, and see if you have one called Purchase Success. Now it's important that this one does not say Payment Success. That's a totally different type of tag. So we want the Purchase Success tag here. All right, let's continue to look at our list of tags. The next one is the Early Contact Creation tag. This is also called the Order Started tag. This is used if you're doing CRM automations with abandoned cart features. This tag, if you have it inside your site, it'll look like the name of your course and it'll probably have order started in there. And if you would like to make one of these, you can go ahead and click on settings and go to tags and click new tag if you do not have an order started tag. Our next tag type is the Payment Success tag. The Payment Success tag is used when a subscription payment has been successfully processed. You'll definitely want to make sure you have a subscription payment success tag, and if you don't have one, you can create one. Even if you're not doing subscription payment plans right now, it's a good idea to have this tag because you may decide you want them in the future, and then it'll already be there ready for you. So you can go ahead and grab your subscription payment success tag. If you are not sure what that is for your course, you can find it on your sales section. So if we go up to sales here inside AccessAlly and we look at our product setup, you're going to look for the product that you have payment plans for your course. Once you find it, and you can click on the automation tab and it will show you your payment success tag right there. That'll also show you your failed payment tag too, which is coming up next. So if you have a success tag and a failed tag, you can go ahead and copy those and add them to your list. And once again, if you do not have both of those tags, you can add them right in. So that one was covering two kind of at one time, the failed payment tag and the payment success tag. Now it's time to cover the subscription pause tag. This tag is used to pause a recurring subscription payment plan. Let's take a look to see where your paused tag might be in case you already have one. You can go to AccessAlly, click on tags, and type in paused to see if you have a pause tag for your course. You can also go to sales you can go to Product Setup, find your product, and click on Automation, and then scroll down. If you have a pause tag, it'll be down at the bottom in a section called Stop Tag. You can go ahead and grab that tag and copy it and paste it to your list. Any remaining tags that you would need to add for your course are based on drip release modules. So inside an AccessAlly offering, each drip release module will have a module name and the corresponding module release tag. To find these for your course, you're going to visit each page of content. So in order to review all the pages of content in our course for today, I'm going to go to the course, and I've already reviewed the welcome base page, so I would start with the first week of content. I would click Edit Page, and I would grab the tag that's being used on that page. So I'll just scroll down to the permissions section and copy the tag. And then I'm going to put that on my checklist by the module name. So that way each tag has its corresponding module. Now it's time to create or review our offerings and go ahead and move our existing content into an offering. Now, depending on how your site was built, the first thing you want to do is make sure that you do not already see an offering that is named after the one that you have content you'd like to add. So in this case, if you see one that's already here inside your offerings area, you're going to click on it and revise it versus making a new one. And if you're like me and it's not here at all, you're going to follow the steps to start from scratch. So in just a moment, we'll all be in the exact same place, but this part is really important. If it's already here, you're going to build on what you have. And if it's not here at all, you're going to create it from scratch. So I'm going to create mine from scratch right now. I'll click plus add, and I'm going to scroll down and choose the start from scratch option. Start from scratch is the easiest way to get everything existing into this offering while also being able to drip or not drip the content. So this gives you the most flexibility and is the easiest for this case where we might have different types of workflows. And I'm going to go ahead and name this course. Next, I'm going to click Next, and I'm going to hit Yes, I'm ready to add my content. So if you have an offering that's already here, you will now be in the same spot that we're in, and you will see something similar. The goal is going to be to match each part with something that's already here. And the only piece that could be a little bit wonky or unusual would be the base page of this offering. So there's only one base page, and right now there's not an option to add an existing base page. So if you already have a welcome or base page and you just have one single one like me inside this course, we're going to rebuild this page in just a moment. So what we want to do next is we're going to look at the top, and we're going to start from the top and work our way to the bottom. And we're going to use our guide. So first we're going to add any public pages like sales pages. So right here is my link to my public sales page. So I'm going to come to my offering, and I'm going to choose plus add, and I'm going to choose public page. And then once it asks about the public page type, I'm going to choose use an existing page or post. And then I'm going to type in the name of my sales page. And I'll go ahead and give it a click and hit create page. Next, I'm going to look to see if I have any additional offerings that are going with this one, and I'm going to add my challenge in. So next I will come to the additional offering section. I'm going to click plus add, and I'm going to choose add an existing offering, and I'm going to find my challenge and click add offering. Right now I'm going to skip over my base module and leave it exactly as it is. So the next part for me is going to be to look at the content pages and add in the existing content pages and the modules. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and go to my really amazing course outline, and I'm going to look at my content pages. So first I have page 1707. and that is going to be my base page. So I'm going to skip over that one for now, and I'm going to go to week 1, which is 1752. So right here under my content pages, I'm going to scroll up to the top, click plus add. I'm going to add a new module. This module is going to be named Really Amazing Course, week 1. And this module is going to start with 0 pages because I've already built my pages for this course. So I'm going to hit create module. I'm going to scroll down to that new module, and I'm going to set when I want this to be released. This is great if you're not using a CRM system with AccessAlly or want to use AccessAlly emails. So I'm going to set it to release immediately, and then I'm going to click confirm, and here I'm going to do plus add, and I'm going to choose add an existing page, and I'm going to grab that page number. It's 1752, and I'm going to add it here. And now I've got that page, and I'll hit create page. I'm going to repeat that process with each new module part. Remember, each module is separate, and the pages in that module are in that drop down. So I'm going to go back up to the top, click plus add, and choose new module, and I'm going to give it a name, and I'm going to choose 0 pages because I have existing pages, and I'm going to hit create module. I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to set my timer to delay this one to send it after 7 days because it's dripped out once a week, and I'm going to hit confirm, and then here I'm going to click plus add, and I will choose add an existing page. I'm going to refer back to my guide, and this is page 1793. So I'm going to go ahead and add 1793, click on it, and hit create page, and then I will continue that same process for week 3 and week 4. And now I'm going to go ahead and add my week 3 and week 4 pages. Week 3 is page 1805. I will go ahead and set my delay. And add an existing page. And it's 1805. And then I will do the same for the last page. All right, so now I have all of my pages here. I'm not going to save anything just yet. My next step, I'm going to move into the Forms tab. Here inside Forms, I'm going to add my paid access form and my coupon discount percentage. You can add any paid forms, toggles, or coupon discounts right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click plus add and choose add an existing order form. And now I'm going to refer back to my list. I'll scroll down to the section with my forms, and this is number 81. So here is my order form, and now I'm going to need to add the page. So I'm going to scroll down, I'm going to grab my page number, which is 1710, and go ahead and click on it. So now I've added my order form and the page that order form is on, and I'm going to click add order form. Now that I've got my order form, the next step is going to be, if you had a toggle, I'll show you how to add an existing toggle. So you would scroll up and click plus add and choose add existing toggle, select the toggle name or ID, and then select the page number that the toggle appears on. So you'll do that same process for the toggle to get the toggle added to the page. But for right now, I'm going to skip that toggle part because this one does not have a toggle. And now we're going to finish up with our coupon and discount. So for this one, I'm going to click plus add. I'm going to choose add existing promo, and I'm going to type in my promo ID number. And for me, this is promo number 9. Remember, that's going to be on your checklist. You'll see your promo coupon ID number. Okay, so I'm going to click add coupon by that one to add that promo right in. So now I have everything under my forms tab that goes along with this offering. Now I'm going to click on settings, and right here I can customize the wording and description on my order form if I would like to. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and choose start using this really amazing course. Let's see if I can copy it from here. I'm not sure. So I'll try it and see. Oh, look, I can. All right, so I've got my description. And then next, I'm going to choose where someone goes if they don't have access. And that's going to be to my sales page. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and type in the sales page ID number. So remember, our sales page is here, but it's going to be in that first tab. So I'll scroll back up. And here's my sales page link right here, really amazing sales page. I can type that in and it'll appear. And I can go ahead and click it, or I could click to add the URL. So if I wanted to put the whole link in, I could do that as well. I could just check this box and put the link in from my sheet. Now we're going to add our dashboard icons. This is if you have custom icons that you've created that are beautifully branded for your business, you can add your icons in here. They will already be inside your media library. So what I'm going to do is click the brush and I'm going to choose upload existing, and I will find my icons. So you can type them in by name, and for me it's going to be really amazing course, the access icon. The next one will be for no access. And then finally, there will be the one for completed. And now that I have all of my icons, the next step is really important. I'm going to select to associate an external menu with this course, and I'm going to find the menu that I created to go with this course. This part is really important, especially if you have a customized menu, so that it will continue to keep the exact same menu you have already created on your site. Now we have our menu, and then the next step is going to be under permissions, and you will see that in each part it's creating new tags. This is not what we want at all right now. So we're going to click each one of these and we're going to choose do not create a tag, and to let us select the tag after saving. So this part is important. Check off each box. So this way you can continue to use your existing tags. Alrighty, now that you have got everything created, you have your content, you have your forms, you have your settings, and you have your permissions, you can go ahead and click Save to save your offering. Once everything is saved, you'll want to go right back to the Permissions tab so that you can add in your tags. So remember, you have a list of your tags that you're using, and you're going to follow that list to make sure you add each one to the right spot. So let's go ahead and start adding in our tags. We can copy and come right to the AccessAlly Offering Wizard and paste in the tag and then select it. So we'll continue to go down for each tag. Once you've added in every tag, you're going to go ahead and save your changes again. Now we're going to review everything inside the offering, and we're going to come back to that base page that we were talking about earlier. So here we are inside the Content tab in our offering. So we have our new offering inside AccessAlly. We want to make sure that our sales page, if we added one, says published, that we see our additional offering if one was added, and that we see each page of content. All of them should be published with the exception of the base or welcome page, and that you've got your timers if you would like to use those set up as well. And next we're going to check into the forms section where we should see our paid order form, and we should see our discount, and if we had a toggle that we brought over, we should see that as well. And then we're going to look at settings and make sure everything looks good under settings. Perfect. And finally, under permissions, that it's using our actual tags. So now that we've reviewed everything in the offering, we will save it one more time just to be on the safe side, and we're going to start diving into the content on the pages. The page that is the trickiest to set up is going to be the base page or welcome page. Not everyone created those in the past, so if you did not have one, now you have one, so you just need to add your content to it. But if you had one like I did, you need to recreate it because the base page inside an offering is not able to be deleted or removed. So we do have an open feature request to add an existing base page to an offering, but for right now, the easiest way is to take the content and move it to that page. So what we're going to do is we're going to review the base page and add our content in if we don't have content here, or create the content again that was on the original. And this is the only page that this would apply to. So we're going to go ahead and click our brush so we can edit our page, and we can go to our original page to use it as our example. So I'm going to go to the original one, which will still be here inside my site. So that's what I like about this method. It doesn't remove it. It's still here. I just have to find it. And I'm just going to make a copy of it for this page. So I'll hit Edit Page here, and I'm going to copy over my pieces. And for me, I'm using Gutenberg, but you can build in whatever theme or page builder you like. So if you're using something different than me, you're just going to make a copy of that exact page and put it on this other page. So I'll go back into that new page, and I'm going to start by pasting in my content. And this is a heading block, so I'll make that change. And I'm just going to follow the page down in that way. So this part is the WordPress build part, and it's a little bit different for every site. When adding your content, don't forget that if you're using AccessAlly on a page, you need to move your AccessAlly settings as well. So when you scroll down, you're going to look and make sure that you do your objectives and your media, anything that you find inside your AccessAlly tabs. You'll need to add that to your page as well. You'll note too that the icons are already here, yay, as well as the permission tags and also the page redirects. So that part will automatically sync up for you. And remember, this step only applies to the first page, the base or welcome page of your course. All the others are still exactly like they were before, and they all still have their progress, they all still have their videos. Once you've added everything down your page, go ahead and click Update, and then view your page. Now it's time to do a quick review of the course to make sure that everything looks like we expect. And if you'll notice in the browser window, this course is actually on a different page, and that's because we had to recreate our base page, so we'll fix that in just a minute. So you want to check all the parts of your page to make sure that everything is working correctly. So right now, if I click on the icon, it is taking me to this new page. But if I click on my menu area, it's taking me to the old one. So we'll fix that in just a moment. So right now, I am missing a few menu items. So I just need to add those items back to my menu. And if I continue to look down the page, everything else looks as I would expect. My icons are here. I would change the size a little bit, and the checklist is here. So now let's talk about how to resolve this menu issue, and your site may or may not have this like mine does right now. So I wanted to show this just in case you're using the AccessAlly theme and you need to adjust your menus. So we're going to go into the menu area here inside WordPress, and we'll go to Appearance Menus if you're in the back end already, and you're going to find your menu. So right now it's got the old menu page, which is this first one in my list. The second one is my new menu page, and then you can see the other weeks of this program. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the first page here on my menu. I'll just click remove to remove that page. And now I'm going to add the rest of the pages back in. So I will start with the new first base or welcome page, and I'm going to add week 3, week 4, week 2. Week 1 is already here. So I'll go ahead and add these to the menu, and I'll organize them. And if you would like, you can shorten the wording on your menu items just so that it looks a little bit cleaner in the navigation section on your sidebar or inside your program. Okay, so I'll rearrange everything, and then I will save my menu. So now my WordPress menu should be pointing to the right pages, and it should have all of the correct spaces. So let's take a look at that one more time. And here we have our icon going to the new page, and we also have the menu going to the new page. We have week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. So everything is successfully brought over, and my progress tracking is still working correctly. So this is great. Now our last issue here with this particular page is just to resolve the issue where it is pointing to the new page that I created as a base or welcome page, but the old page is using the name that I want. So let's go ahead and pull that older page up, and all you need to do at this point is change the permalink for this page. If you want to keep this page, you can change the permalink to something else other than number 2. But if you want to delete it out, you can do that as well. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to edit this page, and I'm going to change the name of this page over in the URL section right here. I'm going to make this -2, and I'm going to call it old page just temporarily. And I'm going to go ahead and save this change, and I'll go ahead and update this page. And now this page is a totally different name. So now I can use the name on my new page that I really want. So I'm going to edit this page as well, and I'll do the same thing. I'll go to the URL settings here, and I'll just remove the 2 and save the changes. Perfect. And so now if we view this page, this entire course has now been migrated into our AccessAlly Offerings. All of our pages are here, and everything is working correctly. Now we're going to pop back into the offering and make one other small adjustment. This adjustment's optional, but it can help reduce your dependence on webhooks and make the starting point of your customer journey a little smoother and simpler when you're using AccessAlly Offerings connected to an AccessAlly order form. So we're going to pop into the form section right here, and you can click the brush to edit your form. When you edit your form, what you're looking for is the automation tab inside that form. And you'll see that it has the standard flow that we've used for quite a while now with a purchase success tag that then links to a CRM automation. And it would look something like add tags, run a webhook, wait 15 minutes, send an email. So if you would like to bypass that initial part of adds a tag, runs a webhook, waits 15 minutes, sends an email, and have AccessAlly create the contact, sync up the tags, and go ahead and sync that to your CRM system, you can bypass this and still use your purchase success, but now you're just doing purchase success, sends a welcome email, and then you can continue with your dripped content just like normal inside your CRM system. So in order to do that, you have this new tool inside your offering called a release. So if you click on perform the following custom operation, you can type in release and then the name of your offering. And so now what that will do is it will release the base module and any modules inside your content section that are set for instant delivery. So let's take a look at that really quick. So we're going to go ahead and hit save. And we'll come back to our offering. We'll go to our content section. So right here, if I want to use this new release, I can go ahead and release the base access tag when someone purchases, and my week 1 tag would also be applied. So if you would like to do that and you would like to continue to drip the rest of your content via your CRM system, you can turn your timers off. So you hit do not release based on a schedule, and then this would wait a week, run a tag, run a webhook, send an email. So that's just one improvement that I wanted to share with you because it's a lot less error prone than waiting for the CRM and running the webhooks and then sending the email. So this way AccessAlly can do some of that initial work for you. And let's take a look at one other area inside our order form. So we're going to flip over to our payment success section, and right here you can go ahead and elect to have your customer select their own password now, and you can even dictate where that person is going to go when they start your course. So if you'd like to make any changes to how they get into the course, now they could get instant access to that first part and continue to drip later on too. All right, so I hope that that helps with our order form review, just in case you had any questions about that flow. Now we're going to cover edits to the CRM automations, just so that you can make sure your test is successful in our next step. So I wanted to cover the content pages, the release timers, and your automation in a little bit more detail. So I'm going to do a quick overview, and here's what this flow looks like. So we've got our base module using base module tag. The first week is instantly released, but you can change this if you like. So if you click, it's set to release immediately, which means when the AccessAlly offering is released, it will release the tag for this part too. But you can set this to do not release this module if you're releasing week 1 in a couple of days. So now the remaining flow is I've turned off the remaining drip releases inside AccessAlly. So this means AccessAlly will not add the week 2 tag, the week 3 tag, or the week 4 tag. So it will stop at the initial purchase with adding the base and week 1 only. And this is how that could look inside your CRM system. So I did a quick version of this. When the person has the Amazing Course Purchase Success tag, that tag then sends the welcome email to welcome them to the course. That'll happen immediately, and it's perfectly fine for it to run that quickly because AccessAlly will have already taken the steps to make sure they have your base tag and can get in. Then next I have a wait 7 days, applies the tag for week 2, which is the next part that would be dripped. It's the first part that's turned off here inside my release timers. And then it would add the tag for week 2. It would run the webhook, and your webhook comes from inside your site. You can grab it from the webhook generator right inside your site. And then it's going to wait 15 minutes and it would send the welcome email for week 2. So module 2 is ready, or week 2 is ready. And then you would do the same thing, wait 7 days, adds the tag for week 3 has access, runs the webhook, and then sends the email. So that way you can see how the flow can be combined with AccessAlly doing the first pieces to save you some time and make it a quicker and easier experience for your customers, while then also bringing your CRM system in later on as well. And if you would like to use AccessAlly to deliver all of the release emails, you can do that too. So even if you're connected with a CRM system, you do have the option to use AccessAlly emails to send the welcome email for your new offering that's just been brought into AccessAlly, or you can use your CRM. So you get to choose, and the module releases are the same way too. So if you want to use AccessAlly emails to deliver this offering, you can go back into your content section and you can go ahead and set to release your modules for 7 day or whatever delay between you would like. So you'll just set the release timers to be exactly what you need for your desired workflow for each part. And once you create that structure, you'll have all the pieces to let AccessAlly add the tags, sync up the contacts, send this information to your CRM system if you're connected with one, and it will send your emails for you too. So if you choose this option, make sure you set every release timer for a timeline that you would like, and then you're going to go to your AccessAlly emails. So you just go to AccessAlly emails. You're going to create a welcome email if you haven't done so already, and you can also create your module release email if you haven't done so already. So I will link to a resource with the replay for this workshop that covers AccessAlly emails in more detail. Now it's time to test your offering to make sure that it works exactly as you expect it to, now that you've moved it into AccessAlly Offerings. So to complete your test, you want to make sure you're using a new test email address and you are making the purchase exactly like a customer would make. You can use a coupon in order to discount your purchase price, but definitely test the buying process as well as the process of, do they get the content exactly as you expect them to when they've made their purchase. So we're going to go into the forms section here inside our site, and you can start with content and you can start with your public sales page too if you like. So I'll go ahead and start from the sales page, but if you do not have a sales page linked, click the icon to view your order form page. So let's go ahead and conduct our test. For testing, you want to do this in an incognito window, not logged in as an admin. We'll paste in our order form or sales page link. We'll click to get to our order form and make our purchase. Now that we've made our purchase, it was successful, I see the message, and I'm going to go ahead and click Start Now. And here I am as a customer. I can see exactly what I'm supposed to see. I can see the welcome base page and week 1, which is what I have access to right now. So yay, my test was successful. And I can even see the icons, and they are showing for what I can see and take part in right now and the ones that I cannot yet access. So this test is a success. You would also want to make sure that when the customer is completing the steps that are available to them when they get started, that part is working correctly as well, and that their progress tracker is moving as expected, and that things are being checked off as expected, and completion looks as expected. You'll also make sure in your inbox that you've received a welcome email for your test purchase, and that all the links in your email work, of course. So that is the step for testing your new offering that has just been moved into AccessAlly. You can also go over to the My Orders page and check that the customer has an order that has been placed. If it's a recurring subscription, that there's a recurring subscription that has been set up for them as well. Thank you so much for watching this workshop. If you would like to see more about building an AccessAlly site from start to finish, join us for our free training, AccessAlly 101. Go to access.accessally.com/AccessAlly-101 to take this free training.